Welcome to the channel Excel is Magical and to the Lookup series. These videos are from my live virtual trainings which I have edited before uploading here. In these videos, sometimes you will also find interactions with my participants of the live session. The objective of the live session was to learn advanced VLOOKUP and also to learn advanced functions like index, mat, and XLOOKUP in detail. I have made totally 12 videos in this series to take you through a journey of lookup functions from very basics to advanced. In this beginning video, which is part 1, you will find information on objective of lookup functions and you will learn basic VLOOKUP, which will be a refresher on VLOOKUP function before we start learning advanced lookups. If you want to practice this learning, in the description below you will find the link to download the practice file which I have used in this video. Alright, let's get into one challenge given to the participants of this session on VLOOKUP and learn how to solve this.
Just want to check how comfortable you are in the basic VLOOKUP. You have to go to a sheet by name lookup, guys. All of you, please open this. I will give you one activity. Maybe I'll give you some 2 minutes or 3 minutes for that. I have all my product details here. Each product is repeated here. Price is blank. I have quantity. Quantity is mentioned here, 12, 10, like that. And total revenue, this is a formula. The moment the price is input, if I say the price of this is 40 pounds, revenue will update. You are supposed to bring the price. I have a product master. This is my product master, product name and their pricing, correct? What you're supposed to do with the knowledge of VLOOKUP, if you have vertical lookup, you have to bring the price from this product, from each of this product. But the challenge is, when you are taking the table, guys who use VLOOKUP, I'm telling them, you should not take the full column like this. You should pick only the range G1 to H78. This would be the range of your VLOOKUP. Look at the way we have to handle this. Just show you the basics. Guys who have not done or don't know, it's time for you guys to little focus here. One of the main objective of lookup, I'm just giving 2-3 minutes basics for the guys who have never used lookup. What is data retrieval? Another is comparison. These are the two main application of lookups: data retrieving and comparing. The example what I just showed you was kind of data retrieving, right? You have to check for some product and then bring the information from that, correct? So guys, retrieval part I will finish, then come back to comparison later. So retrieval can be done through many lookups in Excel, like VLOOKUP is one of it. VLOOKUP, actually, I think guys who know it, they know VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup, right? And there is also HLOOKUP for horizontal lookup. And there are functions like index, mat, which will also helpful for making the lookups, mainly index. Mat is something else. We will learn that also today. Okay, so this is a beauty function of Excel, index, which can do something which VLOOKUP cannot do, like reverse lookup, VLOOKUP cannot do. Multi-sheet lookup, VLOOKUP cannot do. This can do it. This is available in all the versions. And beauty add-on in the latest version is XLOOKUP. Guys who said I have Office 365, be happy. You have a wonderful function, XLOOKUP. People who don't know VLOOKUP, I suggest you, if you have latest version, forget VLOOKUP. You can just get used to XLOOKUP. It's such a simple way to do this kind of retrieving and comparison. So let me get into now first VLOOKUP and associated problems with VLOOKUPs and how do we come over that. But guys, VLOOKUP is there with everybody. If you say VLOOKUP, then you're not using Excel. Okay, you're using some other application then. Okay, so VLOOKUP basically stands for vertical lookup. Vertical lookup, correct? So basically we use this VLOOKUP when you are searching your data in a vertical fashion. Like my information to be searched is in vertical fashion, right? I have to search here and get information which is against it, which is next to it. So we use VLOOKUP. In case my searching like this, for example, here I have to search something in a row, and get information which is below it. We go with H lookup. H lookup is what? Horizontal lookup. Your searching is happening horizontally, right? So this is where you do H lookup. And VLOOKUP is mainly for vertical lookup. You know XLOOKUP, guys who have XLOOKUP? A single formula can do both HLOOKUP as well as VLOOKUP, and many more. We'll see that many more later. Okay, let us have a look on this. I will just do the VLOOKUP to bring this information. And also, guys who said we are not done, you know VLOOKUP but are not able to do it, right? So look at this. I'll write VLOOKUP here, vertical lookup. Lookup value, I'll be searching this value. I'll be searching this value. Actually, guys, people who are new to this VLOOKUP, I want you to little focus more because I can't spend a lot of time on this. So now, lookup value. See, there are 4 inputs. I have to quickly run through now. Lookup value is the value which you are searching. I'm searching for this information, correct? Searching for this information, comma. Table array, where is that you want to search this information? We have to tell that to Excel. We have to tell Excel, hey, search this in G and H. Okay, my products are there in product name, and my pricing is there in unit price, correct? G and H. 2 ways to handle this. You can click the whole column G and H. This is the easiest way, right? Okay, but I told you one condition, don't take the full column, take only the range. So how should you pick only the data? I can click on the first cell. You can use a shortcut Shift Control down arrow, Shift Control right arrow, or you can also drag if you are not aware of this kind of shortcuts. Okay, one more tip I want to give now to all of you. Okay, I want to give a tip here to all of you. I was writing a formula, right? I was in some cell, correct? But I picked it, I came down, but I'm not able to see my formula. Though I can see my formula button, but not on the cell. Guys, remember this shortcut? I'll just put this here. Control plus no home, it will remove the selection itself, man. Okay, control plus backspace. Remember this beautiful shortcut. See, I use a word beautiful here. Okay, see, if I do control backspace, see, I'm back to where I am. I'm back to where I am. Look at this, I'll repeat it. Look at this, equals to VLOOKUP. Not only in VLOOKUP dear, you can use it in any formula. VLOOKUP this, comma, I will pick the range. I'll pick the range. I've gone somewhere. Okay. See, I am doing F2, so it's not allowing me. Okay, F2 I'm doing, it's not going back. Okay, but now I'm going to do control backspace. See this here. Many a time we do scrolling up, down, left, right to go back to the formula. It is so irritating. More than time, it is an irritating option. But this kind of shortcuts can really time savers, and we'll be happy users in Excel. Okay, so that's important. Now this I took a range here, dear. I took a range. Now, very important, guys, when you take this range, you have to make it freeze. You have to make it absolute. That is why some people did not get the outputs properly. See now, let me not freeze it. I'll just keep it as it is. Okay, I will not make it absolute. Okay, I'll just, first of all, for the guys who are learning VLOOKUP first, please remember one thing which I did. VLOOKUP, I looked on this value, comma, my table array. My table array is this entire range. So when you take a range, few things you have to take care, guys. New learners, novice users of VLOOKUP, look at this. Your start should be from the place where you have to search. You should not start like this. You should not start like this. You should not start like this. You should start only from this. Why? Because this is where your searching data is. Okay, and you have to also enclose what you have to bring. I have to bring price. Now you have to also include that. Very important. Very important is that table selection is proper. Control backspace. I love using control backspace. Okay, I'm back here. Put a comma. A third input of VLOOKUP. First input. Now you have to give the column index number. What? Column index number. Column index number is basically the retrieving information. How should Excel know what you are trying to bring here, right? Actually, we are trying to bring the price. Now, how should Excel know that? You should tell it by a number. So this is second column from name. From product name, it is price is second. Imagine your table was this to this. Your table was this to this. I'm telling guys who are new to this concept. Okay, now and you wanted to bring remarks. Remarks is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a count. Sixth column from your searching column. So this is basically a count. Okay. So right now my count is just the second column, right? It's a small table here. So I'll just select this, comma, column number is 2. I'll just write 2. Now put a comma. Now I will tell you in a crude way. This last parameter I'll not teach you right now. I'll teach you in after my second example. Right now, guys who use VLOOKUP, what do you do at the end parameter, guys? Guys who use VLOOKUP, what do you do? And the last, can you people help people who are new to this VLOOKUP? Yes, this 0 we put. 0 is a hero here. Okay, you have to put 0. Why 0 or false? Yes, false is another way around, because you could see false says exact match. We'll normally put 0 here. I'll tell you in detail later. Many people, you believe me or not, many people write this unknowingly. Somebody has told me 0, I'll put 0, as simple as that. Otherwise, I'll not get proper information. Do you agree with me? Many of us, we put 0 just because otherwise it doesn't work. Okay. So now guys, 0, what is the main intention? I'll come back to that. Okay. Now I close the brackets. I hit enter. See, I got my price here. So if the price was 24 pounds, it will increase to 24, right? Now thing is it working for all the things? So first of all, are you all clear, right? Equals to VLOOKUP. Quickly I'll run through. Lookup value is this, comma, my table is this. All right, control backspace, comma 2, comma 0. I close the bracket. 2 because second column data, 0 because VLOOKUP needs 0. Why exactly? Because I'll come back to that. Okay, in my second example I'll come back to this. Enter. Done. Now I copy my formula. Some of you got this problem, right? So you said didn't get. Okay, people who know VLOOKUP, somebody said didn't get. One of the reason might be this. We got errors for so many, some for this. See what's the problem here, guys? G1 to H78. When you take only the range, when you go to the next cell, the range shifts here. Look at this. G1 to H78. When I go here, it is reading what? G2. Next cell. Read this for me. G3. Next cell. G4. What's happening here? When I copy my formula, my range is shifting down. That is a property of something called as relative range. Okay, when we get into basics of Excel, we also discuss on this. Here I'm helpless. So, but I'm trying to teach you in a simple way here. So when I come here, this is dried apples. This product is being searched from here. But you could see the dried apples is here, correct? It is above my table, so it is not able to get it. So it says NA. So after few range, maybe we are looking at somewhere which is completely down. You are missing all these products here. So that is the reason, dear, you have to make this absolute, freeze or lock, whatever terms you use. It is same. You have to pick the entire range G1 to H78 and press F4. F4 or make it absolute. You could have done that when you selected the range itself. Okay, but this is foolproof. Look at this. It works wonderfully right. So my dried apples came as product 442 because it is looking at the same range. So now I'll just rerun this with the correct way. Equals to VLOOKUP, look up this value. So table array, you can just select the moment after selecting. Okay, I can just press F4. That is the best way. While selecting, if you press F4, that's the best way. So remember one thing, concept always, not only in VLOOKUP, in any function, range fixing is always good. Okay, most of the time you have to fix the range. Now put a comma, 2, comma 0, close the bracket, enter.
So this is about the basics of VLOOKUP function. And in part 2 of lookup series, we are going to learn how to use VLOOKUP's approximate match to search for a value in a range of values by just making small change in the last parameter of VLOOKUP. Please do watch this video. Thanks for watching this and hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel Excel is Magical. and hit that bell to get notifications whenever I put on new videos. I'm going to see you in my next videos.